Welcome to NISH News Weekly Broadcast. Regional News. The COVID-19 case graph continues to rise in Kerala. The state recorded more than 2,000 new cases on June 7. The test positivity rate of the state is 11.92%, and the state has more than 10,400 active cases presently, as per the reports on June 7. The state-level inauguration of the Shujitva Thiram Surakshita Thiram project, a cleanliness drive to wipe out plastic from coastal areas and seas of the state, began on the Kollam Wadi beach on June 8. The project has 3 phases: creating awareness, plastic waste collection and its reuse, and a follow-up campaign. The awareness activity started on June 8. A plastic disposal campaign will be organized on September 18 to free 590 kilometers of coastline from the plastic menace. 600 action groups comprising 25 volunteers will be deployed to carry out the activities. 15,000 volunteers will take part in the plastic elimination drive. Minister for General Education V. Shivankutty inaugurated a project for higher secondary textbooks to have QR codes on them. The State Council of Educational Research and Training SCERT has translated textbooks of main higher secondary subjects into Malayalam. These will have QR codes in every chapter. Digital resources have been linked to the QR code. The code can be scanned to access the digital resources, which mostly contain videos that explain complex concepts in a simple manner. The digital resources have been prepared with the support of experienced teachers. The Forest Department has come up with a warning system to alert the presence of wild elephants on the Adirapalli road, as incidents of elephant attacks have become frequent. An artificial intelligence AI elephant detection program is implemented on an experimental basis to track the movement of wild elephants. LED display boards have been placed on both sides of the road to alert passengers of the presence of elephants. Commonly used drugs for cough, cold, pain, and skin irritation, such as paracetamol, nasal decongestants, and antifungals, may soon be available without prescription, as the center plans to list them under the over the counter OTC category. The Union Health Ministry has suggested amendments to the Drugs Rules 1945 to bring 16 medicines for providing exemptions from requiring a doctor's prescription so that they can be sold by retail sellers with a valid license. For the first time in India, air sports such as paragliding or hot air ballooning will come under a four-tier governance structure with the Air Sports Federation of India (ASFI) as the apex body, which will oversee aspects such as regulation, certification, accidents, and penalties. The ASFI will be an autonomous body under the Ministry of Civil Aviation, which will represent India at global platforms related to air sports such as World Air Sports Federation, and also conduct competitions across the country through different national air sports associations. Over to international news. 49 people died and hundreds were injured after a fire sparked a huge chemical explosion at a shipping container depot in Bangladesh on June 4. 300 people were seriously injured. The fire started at the depot with stores around 4,000 containers, many filled with garments for Western retailers. The blaze caused containers holding chemicals to explode and many people got injured. The depot is 40 kilometers away from the port of Chittagong. Three Chinese astronauts reached the country's space station on June 5, marking a new milestone in Beijing's drive to become a major space power. The trio traveled in a Long March 2F rocket from the Jiuquan Launch Center in northwestern China's Gobi Desert, according to the state broadcaster. The team is tasked with completing in orbit assembly and construction of the space station and conducting scientific experiments. China's heavily promoted space program has already landed a rover on Mars and sent probes to the moon. Sports news. Rafael Nadal won the French Open 2022 title, thus winning his 22nd Grand Slam title. He defeated 8th seed Casper Ruud in straight sets 6-3, 6-3, 6-0. The women's singles title was won by Iga Swiatek, who won her second French Open and second Grand Slam title, having won her first at the 2020 French Open. She defeated 18-seed Coco Gauff in straight sets 6-1, 6-3. The 126th edition of French Open in Roland Garros was full in capacity. Because of COVID-19, the tournament was not conducted for the last 2 years in the presence of the spectators. With this news, we come to the end of the NISH News Weekly broadcast. I am Mona Shah, ISL faculty at NISH, signing the news for you along with Ms. Sylvie Maximena, NISH faculty. See you again next week. Thank you.